Here we go, Spanish Fork River. Alright, somebody fishing with a bobber here and a tennis ball. I'm gonna grab the bobber. Maybe not the tennis ball. See what kind of treasures we can find here. So I found this little fishing jig. Woo, 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 woo. All right, and a bobber that went with it. So somebody was floating that and then kind of dragging that along. We'll just throw them both up here. This is kind of the time of the year to find all kinds of stuff. I love the Spanish Fork River. It's good because you can maneuver through here. And I mean, the river's a little bit muddy, but I mean, it's like just like being on the Jungle Boat cruise in Disney World. Am I disturbing you guys?
Nope, you're all right. We just didn't want you to get caught.
All right. Thanks. You guys having a good time?
Oh yeah.
Catching all the fish?
Better than sitting at home.
Right. Walleye? Did you get any walleye?
Oh, we're going for cat and white bass.
Oh yeah. Okay. Kind of show you sometimes animals die and they come in this river and they just float down. Right in front of us is some kind of animal. There's one, two, and there's a third one over here. They're all caught in this tree over here. Kind of gross, but I guess it's early enough in the, I mean, it's our first or second hot day, so they're not really starting to smell yet. That'll be nasty later. There's another little piece of fishing gear right there. Let me grab this. Oh, and there's a little bit further up. I just saw it. We've already spooked it, but it's a muskrat. Sorry, I got you right into the sun here, but it's gonna turn around here. Somebody got caught up in this little branch right here. I'm just gonna grab the gear here. What do we got? Well, it's just a cheap little jig, but it has a cool color to it. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it's like a fake crawdad. I'm a fake crawdad. So this river's kind of cool because you're going to get, as we get further up, we'll see a combination of wild animals and domestic animals. Sometimes we'll escape the surrounding farms around here and then live on the Spanish Fork River. So I'm curious. I haven't seen Muscovy ducks that have been living in here in a while. I'm curious what they did in the winter and if they're still here. They seem to have survived a few winters. And there's cows up here. And sometimes you'll see some upland game birds. We'll see quail and pheasant. I saw a pheasant on the way up here. I tried to get a picture of it, but it kind of eluded me. Okay, I think this is another floating animal up here. That's the fourth one. Must have been a harsh winter. Yep. Could even smell that one. Like baby cows or something. Just didn't survive. Big bird flying up there. I don't know what it is. But it saw me and took off. Well, there goes some ducks. Alright. Sounds like mallards. So if we're lucky, maybe we'll see some owls. That'd be really cool. Usually a little further up than this. I don't know what this is in the water here, but we'll take a look. Yesterday I was on the river and I found, oh, this is a dead duck. Somebody probably shot it. and I didn't get a chance to claim it. That's some kind of a domestic duck. Somebody hunted it. You know, I'd come in here and clean up all the dead animals, except that would be gross. I don't really want to do that. Okay, that sounds like a blackbird, but a little bit like a blackbird. It didn't look like a blackbird. Look, those mallards are up here on the right. I'm gonna head toward them. They're gonna take off pretty soon. Yep, it's like a pair of mallards, male and a female. There they go. If they're gonna land up there. Oh, they went in the tree. Oh no, they passed it up. So they just kind of went around the river bend. Something else spooked them over there because they took off again. So this river right here right now is following a little road that's to the left of us, and it's got good coverage, tree coverage. So they do kind of hang out in here, especially in the spring and summer. But you get a lot more wildlife when you turn the bend up here. There's a bend. It turns to the right, and it turns away from the road and into a bunch of farmland area. So you'll see a lot more wild animals and some domestic animals hanging out in the river. And sometimes, you know, there's like a free-range chicken farm that is up here a ways, and they have like a little truck. They just fill it up with feed and they bring it out there. And the chickens feed on that, and then they lay eggs in there. And then some of the wild animals will come and eat some of the food. So you'll see different wild animals feasting on that as well. See, this is amazing cover right here. This is where you'd expect to see some wood ducks. So, there's that bird again. What is that? I should know what that bird is. Another dead animal right there. Looks like little baby cows. Another one on the right over here. Yep, it's definitely a baby cow. How many is that? Just saw 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 7 dead animals on this river. That's kind of gross. Oh, I wish I had my camera out. That was really close. Anyway, that muskrat, he swam across and then he just hung out right there and watched me. As I got too close, he jumped back in and hid, but better get my camera ready. Anyway, they camouflage really well. They hide on the banks. They're hard to see. Okay, up here is the bend. And there is a duck up here. I don't know what it is. Maybe swimming pretty low in the water. And you know, actually, I don't know if you saw that. That's American coot. I don't know if you saw what flew by on the thing over there, just on the bank past that tree, but I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it looked like a red-tailed hawk. And it's flying toward the river where we're going. Maybe we'll see it in the trees. There goes the mallards. Those mallards. And here's that red-tailed hawk right there in the tree. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll get a picture of it with my camera. Oh, it's taken off. Never mind. And there goes 2 more ducks flying by. Yep, that's an American coot. There it goes. Okay, start looking for owls. Alright, there goes another kingfisher. Just flew over our heads. And I can hear another one up here. toward the farmland. Seeing a lot more wildlife. Get less disturbed over here. More kingfishers, ducks flying over our head. I can hear roosters off to the right, kind of in front of us to the right. And keep an eye on these trees here, because I think we might see some owls. There's definitely an owl's nest to the right. You can't see it, but it's in a tree over there. Too far away to get any pictures of it. So whoever's land this is on the right, they seem to be pretty friendly with nature. There's like a little built birdhouse right there to help with different birds. Maybe some wood ducks. And I can hear ducks over here. They're probably feeding near the chickens, where the free-range chickens are. So if we get to that area, we'll approach it real slow and try not to spook anything. There's another owl's nest right there. But I'm not seeing any owls in it. That could have been from last season. Those are all our mallard friends. So the owls that I see in here are the great horned owls. Not that there couldn't be another kind of owl, but that's mostly what I'm seeing in here. And I think those are number 5 on birds that kill people. It's like 5 birds down. I can't even imagine, how would they kill a person without getting swatted, but maybe a child or something, I don't know. But they, for whatever reason, they're number 5. They're ahead of eagles and all kinds of things. I guess they're pretty aggressive. They have a nickname. Their nickname is a tiger owl, and I think it's because of the way they hit their prey. They hit it really hard, and it kind of, stuns them, like maybe a great white shark does that, or a tiger. And so they get called tiger owl. Okay, that was good. I got a good shot of that owl on my phone camera. I'll show that later. I can tell the sun is starting to drop, and we've got a ways to go. And I can feel it's a little more cool in the air. But we'll get back. Today is the equinox. Love it. First day of spring, and we saw an owl. We heard wood ducks. We got a really good look at a muskrat. The kingfishers. There were many of those, more than I usually see. Red-tailed hawk hunting in these areas. There's a muskrat right there. I don't know if you can see him or not. We'll get a good look at him in a second. Yeah, he's right there. Check him out. Hey buddy, how you doing? Hey, how are you? Wow. He really let us get close. I think he was a little trapped right there. I hope the camera picked them up. The muskrats are not really rats. They're closer related to like beaver and animals like that. And they don't have a big flat tail, but they have almost a fin-like tail that help them swim. Here are the roosters. Roosters are being loud. So as we do a little dog leg to the left up here, we'll start paddling for the sunset. Maybe we'll get a good shot of the sunset. I don't know. It looks like it's already down. You know, it's banking off the clouds or off the contrails over here to the left. So it may be down more than it really is. There's a lot of white bass in here jumping. We got a really early spawn this year. I would be really surprised. There goes a pheasant. Another one. They're so loud. I've always wondered what it would be like to kayak this river in the dark. I'm getting pretty close to it. Okay, the moon is up. The sun is banking off with chemtrails in the sky, which means it's dropping below the horizon. And I don't think I'll make it back to see the horizon, but it'll be just the end of sunset when I get back. So, getting dark. Oh, there goes some. Woohoo! Okay, 3 sandhill cranes just flew by. And that was a goose, I heard too. So not only is it starting to get dark, but look at the moon. And, it's just a sliver. So that's not going to give us any light. There goes all the chuckers. There's about, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them. They're in these bushes right next to me. There they go. Chucker partridge. That was a whole flock of them. I scooped them up. This is probably the latest I've ever been on this river as far as, you know, the way the sunset is. Pretty dark in here right now. The camera's probably not showing how dark it is, but pretty awesome. And I can't believe how alive it is. I can hear so many creatures. There's an owl here. Oh, he's right there. He just let me know he was there. Cool. Did you hear the owl? He's right there in that tree. I don't know if I can get him in the camera because the camera's pretty, it's not like a zoom or anything, but it's not enough light to really get a good picture. Ooh. Can you hear the wood ducks? I've only heard wood ducks today. I haven't seen any. I can still hear that owl. Look at that duck right there. Just took off. I didn't even know it was there. It was right next to me. That's kingfisher. Recognize that sound now? mouth of the river here. Should be able to pick that up. There it is. There's still some walleye fishermen out here. Somebody here with a red light. Fishing for some cats, maybe. If I go to the left here, is that going to miss your lines?
Yeah, if you go to the left, you're good.
Okay. Did you guys catch all the fish?
Yeah.
I saw some white bass jumping actually. It was kind of, look, there's a muskrat coming right here. I'm gonna paddle out here just so we can see these guys fishing for walleye out here. And we'll get a shot of the smoke going down. Howdy. We'll get a shot of this glowing sunset, just the end of it. The star and the moon there. We'll get a picture of it. Try to stay out of these guys. Hey, if I stay to the left over here, am I gonna be okay? Who's got fish?
Pike.
Got pike?
Yeah.
Nice.
Pregúntale al cuervo cómo le contestó el morrito allá. Oh, el cuervo le sale más
Oh, Spanish Fork River, you whisper my name. With your currents and rapids, you'll never feel the same. Paddling slow with the sun on